two key issues. NLC, TUC are supposedly on strike right now in Imo State. And by Tuesday, if the federal government does not meet up with their demand, which they've been threatening, they are going on another strike. What is the, help us understand how this is going to pan out, considering that elections are just 2 days away?
Well, if nothing is done between now and the day of the elections to placate the workers or to address the issues they've raised, this is going to severely affect the elections in a negative way, because I mean there are duties for people who are members of the NLC to perform on election day, and if the NLC is on strike, we are talking about the parent body of all Nigerian workers. Then those functions won't be discharged, and that's going to be detrimental to the elections. Let's just hope that between now and then, today is Wednesday, the elections are 3 or 2 days away, so let's just hope that between now and then, reason would have prevailed. But I think what happened in Owerri ought to, have consequences. I mean, we are talking about the president of the Nigerian Labour Congress here. I mean, that kind of assault on any citizen should be considered condemnable. On the leader of Nigerian workers, it's even doubly condemnable. So, and to think that, it would even require the NLC threatening to go on strike, actually calling out an industrial action before anybody investigates this matter, shows you the level of disregard for doing the right thing in the official corridors in this country. Ordinarily, with that kind of assault, even I understand caught on camera, and then of course we should have seen the NLC president after the ordeal he went through at the hands of those people who descended on him. I would imagine that automatically an investigation would have been going on by now. People would have been called in and then interrogated or questioned to, ascertain their level of involvement in all this, and then appropriate sanctions will be meted out where necessary. Unfortunately, it does seem to me that that's not the case here, and if we are not careful, this is going to escalate, because workers as well are threatened that if by next week nothing happens, they are going to call out a national strike. And I think all of these things are completely avoidable. For a country that prioritizes national productivity, we should do everything possible to ensure that we avoid a situation where workers have to down tools. But it does seem to me that we are not interested in national productivity, and that's why quite often we allow industrial matters to escalate to the point where labor leaders have to call out their members to down tools.